Miss Purple. So this is Miss Purple, right? Oh, so this is the home page. A welcome message, product, what we sell. Why choose us? This is awesome. You have everything on one page. But the way the thing is doing my eyes, my God. Okay, about us. Okay, this is about us. The person blood the face. Oh, I like the way this person. Let me see. What did she do? Uh-uh. This is nice. Wow. Set up in paragraph. You guys have started using section. It means you've gone far ahead of this class. That's wonderful. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh-uh. Also, hope some guys are not intimidated here. Bro Joshua.
We are, honestly, truthfully, in the
Oh
name of
my God.
Lórúkọ Jésù Kristi.
We are intimidated.
Yeah. This is Miss Purple. Okay. See, contact us.
My
My
God.
God. You see the phone number, the email, the business location is in Osun State. My God. This is wonderful. Yeah, there is one also I saw. Oh, you see this one, a cool guy. This one, I suspect this is ChatGPT. I'm suspecting this is ChatGPT. Eh? Who created this one? I know your name. Oh. Will you confess now or later? Or did you do it with ChatGPT, Mayowa? Or you did it by yourself? Is he in the class? Mayor? Abi, is it Muiwa? Oh, you are there
Yes,
now.
sir.
Orepo,
Yes, sir.
Mayowa. Did you do it by yourself?
Yes, sir. Yes, I told you I already have I've done HTML class before.
Okay. Sorry. We are dragging you back. Sorry.
I stopped
Just endure
learning
with
when I
us.
got to CSS.
Okay. Yeah, we are getting to CSS tonight, so
I
don't be
beg,
offended
oh,
that.
I beg, oh. People that have done it before, I beg. I drive you. I
Yeah.
beg.
See, contact. So he has gone far. This is awesome, and this is contact us about us. Contact us. This he has done form. Wow, you guys really are amazing. Faith, please. So, sorry, you did well, Faith. That's a good concept. Use the background of purple. It's awesome. Yeah, you guys did well. Really, really, really. I was blown away. I was blown off. So, thank you so much for the assignment. So, we can start to this work. We can move faster. All right. So, I'll review your other paper assignment and give your score later. All right. So I saw something, people began to use section. Can somebody tell me, for the sake of others on this call, what is the use of section? This is the website we are working in. We continue from where we stopped last week. We stop here at navigation. We explain navigation, header, navigate. We started with header, which is welcome to HTML at the top of your website page. It's different from this head. It's different from it. You get, it's different. So header is a tag and an element under the body. When you want to start, give it a proper heading. You are styling it, you are giving it a good, writing it appropriately in the right order. Yeah. Then you start with nav, your navigation items, elements, right, to navigate about. And we're able to link. We spoke about linking. We began to speak about attributes. We use A to link items. A linking element. It's a linking element. A is a linking element. When I begin to talk about attribute, attribute is a property in an element. Do you get? It's just like the same way we have. Should I use? What can I use to explain? The same way we have a car. In a full car, an engine. Let's call an engine an element, and the attributes in that engine that make the engine to function, the attributes in it, like the four plugs, the piston, and all of those things. So what makes up a thing, that makes it more robust, comes alive, is what we call attributes. So, for example, like you as an human being, we can say, oh, this is Joshua. But what makes Joshua Joshua? Joshua is a male, your identity as a male. What makes you a male? So there are some attributes to be seen about you in you that makes you a male. We have to apply it. Yeah, you as a female, there's some attribute as a female that make us to see that when my eyes sight someone, I say this is a female, right? Because there are some specific attributes that are unique to you. So attributes are properties of an element. Is that clear? So that's it. So we have other elements. I expect you to read up. We have the A element. We've learned it is for linking item. D element is for paragraph. You guys have learned that one. We have BR for border to break down to a new line. There's something called HR. HR is like drawing a line, like you rule a line, underline. Yeah. So this line you are seeing here, this line item you are seeing here is called HR. It means it's a divider. We call it a dividing line. This HR you are seeing here. Then sometimes HTML can use something like main, but you don't need it. This one, it's not needed. Let me delete it. So you can delete it from your side. So whenever I delete it, you go to the bottom and make sure you delete it. Look for it to delete it. Or else, your problem, your code may start misbehaving. So we remove main. When we get to main is a complex element. It's useful when we begin to look at Bootstrap, which is an advanced HTML, right? I'm really hoping that we'll rush there quickly so that we'll start doing very beautiful stuff like your RDI, like sample like your RDI portal, right? Something like this. Something like this is not with normal HTML. This is an advanced HTML site, right? So why we continue? Okay. We want to move to section is another element in HTML. So somebody here, especially those that did the assignment, which I just reviewed just now, can you explain to us what this section element is used for? Please. I know I've reviewed for Bridget, reviewed for Mayowa, for Faith. All right. Kingsley. Okay, can you help with the code again? Okay, let me share. Kingsley, please, I'm unable to get your work. I'm trying to see. Kingsley, are you there, Kingsley? Please say head on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so your work, I'm trying to access it. I can't open this. I can't open this. Maybe you can send this file to me on WhatsApp. Right. I can't open this from your. Instead of putting it in Word, you guys can just upload this straight as a zip. It's not, you don't necessarily have to put it in Word. Do you get it? All right, that's great.
Okay, sir. I really find it difficult while doing it before.
Okay, no problem. Okay, just forward it to me.
Okay,
So who wants to go first? Who can tell me what section mean? You can see that we're starting with about us, about this page, and according to the code, it puts it within something called section. What is the essence of a section? What is the essence of this? I want to go first.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, even me, because I used the code that you gave us. So I was trying to really understand why the section paragraph, there are sections. But I think from everything I feel it's just segmenting the body, the content of the body. Like I think that's just what it is. I think it's one of the benefits.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good one. You are not wrong. Yeah. Somebody else. I can't tell you. It's bubbling. Yes, I can hear you. You want to go?
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. I'm with you. You can continue. There's noise in your background.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm sorry about that, sir. For me, I think section is like a container, and it kind of make it looks let's say make each part looks orderly and okay, sir.
Okay. All right. I hear you. Okay. Who else want to go? You guys have really tried. All right. Okay. All right. So let me come in. So Bridget is right. For you seeing something for the first time, and you are curious about it, is a good point. Right. Even though you don't know it, it's a good way to learn. So that curiosity of, even though you don't know it, but you used it, is a very good thing. Right. It's a, hey, it's a very good thing. Yeah, it's a good attribute. It helps you to learn. So there are many things that you don't know that you'll be coming across. What you just do is just let me share a copy, share. You know, there are sometimes you use something and the thing just gives you, it works in a way for you. It's a very good thing. You know how it works, but you don't know how it got to work that way. You saw the attribute, it's nice, but in real sense, you really don't understand it. Do you get? So what I want to say is that it's a good thing, right? So curiosity is a good thing. So you now begin to like, okay, what is this thing about? Could it be this? So I want that reasoning in you people's mind. Reason, don't run away from new stuff. Things you don't understand, don't run away from it. Be curious about it. Deep, you must be a very deep thinker. Do you get? Right. So that's why when you are, don't allow our class to end in theory. It must not be in theory. That's why I'm giving you assignment back to back. The reason is to keep you, because our class is one. So something must keep you active. And the more we grow, the more we'll be having complex assignments so that you'll be active, because the moment you lose traction, just like Mayowa now, you learn, some of you have learned HTML at a time, but over time you disengaged. The next time you attempt it, you have to take it afresh again. So practice make perfect. Yes, you must tell yourself that practice make perfect. Give yourself a task beyond even your assignment, or don't see it like a chore. See it like a responsibility. Also tax yourself that you must always do something. You must touch HTML. You must learn one thing per day. Learn one thing per day. So for, I think, Faith, she says section is just just to give it, just to make it look nice. Do you get? Okay, yeah, she's right. But you know what? Section now is for advanced HTML. So it will not, it's not taking an effect here. So that's why when I remove this section, it's more as if there's no difference. Yeah, it's as if there's no difference. That's it. There's no difference. It's not changing. But I'll tell you what it's for. I'll use one website to show to you. Let's use the TechU City site. You see, in TechU City site, what we use section for is for proper alignment of your web, such that you know the word section, that this is section A, section B, just like they give you exam sheet and they say in section A, answer 5 questions, section B, it's just like that. So that in this section, you know that, okay, this is what I'm doing here. In this section, you could see in this section now, this is a section. If I try to inspect this element, you'll see what I'm talking about. Can you see many things are broken into section here? Can you see a lot of section? Please, can you confirm if you can see my screen? Can you confirm if you can see what I'm showing you?
Yes, sir.
All right, good.
Yes, sir.
You can see things like section here. So I will show you, you see this section. This is the first section. And whenever I come to it, you see it, I light it. So this section is like the, when you open the website, this is what shows to you that covers the entire page. So, but this is an advanced website. This is for advanced website now. Advanced HTML I was talking about before. So for things like this, when you open the website, you just see this, a cover page. It's just like you have a cover page for your resume. Do you get? So this section shows you, like, gives you like overview of about the website. Do you get? Then you now go to another section, can now be showing you about tech programs. So you now know that, okay, this section is just like the way you read newspaper, as it's in section by section. In this section, you see a title. In another section, you see under title. Under section, you see under title. So that is what it's for. So the section helps you to arrange, it helps you for formality, let's say that, for formality's sake, also for readability, so that somebody coming to read your code, they know that you arrange your things in the right order. Do you get? So in another sense, you'll be seeing things like diff. You might have come across it before. Diff. Might have come across this. Diff. Diff means empty element. We call it diff element. It means empty element. Empty element. You can repeat it again. Empty. Diff. D-I-V. It means the container is empty. Right. It does not have any attributes. It has nothing. Do you get it? So it also can do the same. It might not be able to, it will not work like section when we come to advanced HTML. So let me not confuse you. Right. So when you see section or div, they're almost like you are capturing things in the same way. And you remember we talk about comment things. I'm sorry we did not upload our last video. It was me. Our program coordinator was supposed to have uploaded. I said, let me do it for her because of internet data. So we will make available. So sorry for that. But we encourage that you join the class, you participate in the class so that we don't rely on videos. All right. So let's continue. Let us continue our section so that we don't confuse you. So section is formality, proper arrangement. Do you get? When we come to advanced HTML, you understand it more. Then we have dividing rule. You could see divider. Next, we put divider. So HTML is just obeying what we put there. If I put double divider, let me see. Maybe it will replicate it twice. I doubt it. Let me see. Okay, it did. Can you see? Can you see different divider? But do you know that with this, you can use this concept to design several things, to make it look somehow. Okay. We return it back. HR is an element for what? For divider. You divide a page, but that is able to give you a kind of orientation that, okay, this divide, there's an header here. What does it mean? Sample image. So this is for image. We have learned about image. So who can tell me what is the meaning of IMG? IMG. What is it called?
I think it's image, sir.
It is the image tag, sir.
Image tag. Okay, wonderful. Image tag, image element. Good. Thank you. What of SRC? What's it for?
Like the source where you get where you locate the image, like source.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a real
Yeah.
sense, what is the relationship of source under IMG? What's the relationship of SRC under IMG?
To locate the image you want to upload or you want to use.
No, I want a terminology.
Okay.
Terminology used.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
simply
can talk,
means
sir.
like the source of the image, like where the image is.
Yes, you guys have been saying that. But what is it called in real sense? It is under, source is under, SRC is under element IMG. So what is SRC definition first, before what it does, before you tell, before what it really does? What is it called generally? Okay, it is called an attribute. Don't forget that. Do you get that? It's called what? Attribute. Attribute. Is an attribute, is a properties under an element. So an element has properties. So SRC is a source. Yes, that's what it do. It shows you the directory where an image is. The directory where an image is can also be from a it can also be from a website. It can be online. Like this. There is this image. Let's see the source of this image. You say this is this image. This image, if I change it, if I change this to the image of RDI bottom, if I refresh it, oh, my image is broken. Okay, it's loaded. Can you see this? Hey, it's too large.
Okay, good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, bro, good evening. Can you see? What I did was trying to load my RDI image. Is this, where's my image? This image that is loaded here. There you get. So I replaced the image on my website. So you see, you could see HTTPS. It's fetching this image from where? From what? From a server. You do remember what I taught you about server clients? So I'm making a request to RDI portal domain name. Under the domain name, there is a place image that stores image landing, and this is the image. This is the thing I'm looking for. I'm looking for hero-1.jpg. That's the image I'm looking for. But look at where I found it. It's under first this domain name .com. Under this directory, images, and then under this directory, landing. Then I was able to locate it. So you make a request to the server. What's the name of the server? rdiportal.techocity.com is the server. So I now located the image. It's now expected to return back to the client. The client is this page. So let me inspect. This is our network. So now if you want to see how all of these things were all of these things were retrieved, let me refresh. Refresh means I'm trying to reload the image. If I refresh now, look at it. If I refresh on that network, it will be showing how it will show me. Hey, it's not going to show me. Do you know why? Who can tell me why it's not going to show under my network? Any sharp person? Who can tell me? I'm supposed to naturally see this image. The reason is because of it's under a secure layer. So secure layer helps to secure our transfer of data from client to server and what the server returned back. But if I remove S, I don't know if my server can process HTTP. I doubt it. Okay, it's not processing it. It's returning back as HTTPS. All right. I will look for one way to show an example of HTTP. You get it. So let's keep this out of the way. So what I try to do here is to load this guy. You see this guy, see the way it's loaded. See the way it's loaded. See. Can you see that it's too large? It's too large. So what can I do? You know, this is where the image is, image source. I can give it another property of sizing. I can say width equals to 300. Then let me say height, change the height to 200 and I save. Then I refresh this. Okay, can you see what I've done now? Yeah, can you confirm if you are still with me?
Yes, sir, we have seen it, sir.
Okay, you see this. So what I try to do is, you know, I told you an element can have an attribute, can have more than one attribute. The first attribute of image, which is by default, you must have it, is SRC, the source of the image. I changed my source from my local system. You know, my local system is fetching from my document from the directory. I changed it to a website. Let it load it from the web. I took the image from RDI portal, loaded it. By default, it's going to load the full size, the way the size of the image is on that server, on the system. It will load it like that. So I must not instruct the HTML, the element, and say that resize this element. So there's a property of width and height on that image that you can use to instruct it to reduce an image to a particular sizing, right? So it is represented in pixels. I know you guys are used to, if you check your image, your snap, you remember when you are using Nokia phone? Yeah, remember when you are using BlackBerry? Remember you are using Android today, and you know, you could see that, okay, some image resolution is 320 by 640, some is 1024 by 1024. The more the pixel, the more large the picture is. You all agree to that. And if you compress, if you reduce it to, if a picture is 3 megabytes, you know that it has more higher resolution. If you compress it, possibly maybe you reduce the size. If you reduce the size, it becomes more lesser. You could see that when I didn't reduce the size, I'm trying to load the image. You could see that there was difficulty. It was loading late. It did a lazy loading. You see, it took time to load. See that it's taking time. It has not, it took time to load when we started it for, and it's very large. But when I change the resolution, when we change the resolution, it will load once. There you get. So something you should keep up. So this is what you begin to meet. You begin to meet attributes of an element, right? So image as an attribute. So you learn more on at HW3 school. Yeah, you see, when it begins to explain attributes, an image tag is used to embed an image in an HTML page. The source attribute specify the path to the image to be displayed. So it's what? It specify is the source attribute. So you have to be used to terminologies. This can be called tag or element. This can be called attribute or properties. You can say the properties of this item, the properties of this tag, the properties of this element. Do you get? So you have many properties. This one out, it means like a description about that image, so that when people over that image, description to get about it, there are a lot you can learn. So HTML is not something a teacher can teach you everything. So you are the one that will improve yourself. Do you get? So we have other stuffs. We have things like quotation. Quote. What is quote element used for? Right. You see, look at a quote element. Maybe people that are used to writing stories. People that are used to writing stories. Let's look at this. People that are used to writing stories. So you can read up many of these stuffs. Yes, I'm with you.
So I have a question.
Yeah, ask your question, please, bro.
The image SRC, like maybe like in maybe future assignment or something like that. Can we like use something like Dropbox, for our image? Maybe instead of like attaching the image in the folder every time.
You got a
Is
link,
it
your
something
Dropbox link,
like,
Abi?
yes, we should upload it to Dropbox and like link.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. Yeah. So we are coming to that technicality, the right way of doing things. You store your images
No,
on a server, on a storage server like Dropbox, Google Drive, Microsoft OneBox, and then you get the link. You can access it directly. It's the same thing. It will work. Do you get? So
okay.
so now this is a quote. You can see this is a quote. So there are many things, many times you do a lot of writing. You do a lot of like newsletters. How many of you have seen newsletters before? Newsletter is like a write-up, showing you telling you if something about this or that. There's one medium. Medium read stories. Medium is a site where you can read to learn stuffs. Medium that reading you can. Okay, let me sign in. So you guys have to explore a lot. That's how you learn. You have to really, really explore, test things out, try new things, explore new things. Right. And be curious. How did they do this thing? I was this thing, like this thing right here. How did they do it? Let me snap to you guys. Something like this. How was it done? So these are the things I want you to be curious about. Oh, network. Sarah, sorry. Oh. So stuff like this. How did you do this? See, you could select all these things. Be curious about it. Do you get? So you all can subscribe to Medium. Medium, you can learn. You can see a lot of things. You can read. You can learn new things. One thing about if you're going to be a tech person is you will read a lot. So you must by every means be excited about it. Yeah, be excited. Yeah, that you are a tech person, you're a tech girl, tech man. Be proud about it. Yeah. Yeah. You could see this. This is like a newsletter. You know, like you are reading up. The AI bubble is about to burst. So these are stores. You can read up many things on Medium. You can subscribe to them. So when they are new write-up, they will post it to your email. You can see this like a write-up. Let's inspect it. So how do you do a proper write-up that looks readable? You could see a lot of, if you study it, you could see a lot of stores who are embedded. There's something called figure element. How is figure element? How does it work? You need to check these stuffs up. You get, you see, they use paragraph in all of these things. Right. So I will give you your own personal work you should learn by yourself. Go and learn other elements. We have something called comments. Be curious about it, learn about it. What did they use this? Okay, comment. I taught your comment now. Comment is how you explain what you are doing on the website. So we want to go further now. So further, we'll look at, there's something called list item. When you list an item, when you list, I told you about bullets. Just like in Microsoft Word, you are like item 1, 2, 3 by itself. So you can do that in HTML. There's something called unordered list and ordered list. For unordered list is UL. So that's when you have dot, dot, dot. Ordered list is OL. You have 1, 2, 3. It ordered it for you by itself. So that's what you're seeing here. So there are times when you want to list informations, Yeah, you have to learn that. Then there's something called table. I showed you table, just like we have in Microsoft Word. I taught you about table and how did they write table? Why do we need table? Number one, why we need table? Sometimes you might need table to design layouts of how you put stores. For example, look at this. Like maybe I want to, okay, put a shape now. Let me cut this. Put a shape here. Hey. Let's it like this. Okay, let me delete this. This thing is messing me up. Okay, let me do this. Okay, let me do this. Hold on. Give me a point. I want to show you something. It will explain table for you. I want you to grasp it once and for all. You see this? And then you see this. You see this. So what have I done? I tried to put stuff in 2 columns, right? So for a table is defined by what? Column, rows, and column. Rows and column. What is a column? Column is what you have on the vertical side. This is a column 1, column 2. So if I want to define this table, I'll say this table has 2 columns. And how many rows does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 rows, 2 columns. Right. Just like you are taking attendance in your school, they give you a full scarf sheet. They will say how many columns? 5 columns. Put name, serial number, name, your matriculation number, your department, blah, 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 blah. And then you now begin to write number 1, this. Number 2, this. Until maybe the total number of people in class is 31. It means it has 31 row and maybe number of columns, maybe 5 or 4. So that is how table is defined. But now I can make, something like this. I can also do it like this. In a proper sense, how table is constructed, in a proper sense, is constructed this way. I can say this is text 1, this is an header, this is text 1, this is text 2. So this one is giving definition to everything you meet under text 1. It's a title. I give it bold. I make it bold. I make it bold and I increase it so that people that sees it knows that this is the title of this column. This is the title of this other column. Do you understand? So now, I don't like the way the line of these tables are showing. I want it to disappear. I don't want people to know that it was through a table I separated it into column. Right. I will just highlight it. Come to table design. Is it? Then border style. Border. No border. Okay, good. Can you see something here? Okay, so I want you to tell me something. When you come into this place, you are seeing this. Can you tell me I created this by a table?
No, sir.
Hmm? Any other person?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right. Very good.
Oh,
So now, what I'm teaching you is creativity. You must be creative. There are 1 million ways of achieving stuff in HTML. You don't necessarily have to use my way. You have to craft things by yourself by being creative. Do you understand? So there are certain way you hide things. In you, your own point is you see the way they did something and you want to achieve it. You are not like, how do I achieve it? How do I achieve it? Your critical thinking, your thinking is coming from what you know. So all the knowledge you stock up, okay, can I use table? If you don't have idea of table, you'll be using strange way. You will not be getting very, very silly results, you will not be able to. So how impactful, how creative you are is dependent on your knowledge first. That okay, this thing I want to, for your brain to be creative, it must be utilizing a knowledge, right? So that's why you need all this basic knowledge, right? So you see this thing now. Anybody come here will just think that I write a newspaper. For example, if I want to write a newspaper, I can write it like this. Newspaper is separated into column. There are other ways I can use column, blah, blah, blah to create this, but I want to use a table. Right. I'm able to achieve it this way. Nobody knew that this is a table. And all my column, all the other rows are hidden because I hid the border. So likewise, so that now teaches us something. In a website, my people, when you are creating a website, let me explain to you a layout. You can see that in the website, everything, where's all our items aligning to? Where are they aligning to by default?
The left side, sir.
Left side, good. Yeah, you got that. So by default, everything will be aligning to the left side. But you know what? There will be a situation where you want to create something like this. Maybe you want to put picture here. For example, you want you are creating. Hey, where's that? Let me use this person's website. Should I use Faith on? No. Faith is almost crying. So let me use this person's on. Let me use Bridget's on. All right. So Bridget, how can we put your picture on the left and then about you on the right? Like this. How can we do it? Any other person? So think. I brought up this Word document. I brought it up again. How can we achieve it?
With the way me understand the paragraph, you can just use an element
It's aligning everything to the left. Or you can force things to align to the center by yourself. So now, if you put an element, automatically, if you create another element, it will break it down. It will bring it down. So how do you put Bridget to the left, a picture, and a text to the right? What we need to do is table, create a table.
I believe
So that's
that
what
this
we want
is
to learn.
going to work.
Will work, Abby? Good. So
Yes.
that will bring us. That's what I would just want to highlight to you. So you could see something like table right here in the sample website I sent to you. So this table, beyond it, just listing items, blah, 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 like this. It can do beyond that. You can use it to design, you can use it to lay out your website. So for example, I can lay out this website to show different things on a particular row. Right, picture here, text here, another picture here, text here, then another row. Then I design something that some people can look at it and say that, wow, they will not know that it's a basic HTML you used to create. They will think you use advanced. So let's do something. We want to use this. This sample image here is a quote from WWF website. For 60 years, blah, 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 has worked to help people. This one, we want to use it to what we just learned. What we just learned. So this one. So you could see that this one is a block quote. It's just a property. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. It's a block quote. And then the image is the one showing right here. It broke it down. So if I want to restructure it, what I'll do is this. Here is a code from blah, blah. Let me remove this. I don't need this. So let's do this. So what we do is, how do you define a table? Just like what you have in HTML. What I want to do is just here. So what we want to do in a nutshell is this. Please don't be. Let's do something like this. What I just want to do is this. So it's not perfect. This is what I want us to do. Do you get it? Are you with me, everyone? This is what I want us to achieve. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is what I want us to achieve. So when you learn this, you are beginning to understand layout of a website. A website is like a plot of land. Bro Joshua that learns civil engineer, you know, the way you construct house, the way you do the foundation, you lay out things, how they have been laid out, the kitchen, your drawings, your card drawing, where the parlor is, something like that. You need to understand layout of items. Or else, layout, everything will be on the left and aligned to the right. Then if you want to create another item to break down, you know. So if I want to like put things side by side, you know, do a proper layouting of things, how do I go about it? So that's what we want to do. So we want to achieve this. How do we achieve this? We want to achieve this. We want to deconstruct this and achieve this one. So what I'll do is this. So let's start with our code. So I'll send the code to you, the updated code to you. So the first thing you do is you define an element called table. Bam. You see, whatever you open, you have to close it. Table. You see, it closed it for me. So I'll press enter. So there's an element called table. It has been used in at the bottom of this HTML before. Then after table, what you create next is called table row. We will call it TR. Table row. You see? Table row. Table row means this is a row. You see this one? This is a row. So this is a row. Under table row, you now create column because a table row has a column. So you now define column. Column is defined by TD. We call it table data. I say text 1. Then close it. And the next one is TD for text 2. Right. So one table row is done. So now the next thing, so I've been able to, so what I've done, if I save it now, you'll see. Can you see it? Text 1, text 2. Yeah, so we are moving on. So the next one is to achieve, put this image here under column 1 and the next one under column 2 on another row. So what do? We create another row, another TR. Bam. You close your TR. So any container you open, you close it. Don't forget that. Then we've created another row. Then first column. What are we putting under first column? I'll copy this image, copy it out. Control X, cut it. Then paste it under here. Bam. They get. So arrange my items very well. So learn to arrange things very well so that they are well aligned. TD. Close it. Then put my text there, this block quote. Cut it. Then put it right here. Learn to align things. Don't forget. So, hey, okay. So this is what I want to do. Learn to align things. Learn to align things. So you see, I'm trying to align things. What's happening? Okay. Let me leave it though, since it's offended. It's getting offended. Okay. So what I've done here is I create a table. Open the table. I close it here. the first row as test one, test two as two column. The second row is this as the first column as image, the second column as. So it's following the same alignment. So if I refresh it, you'll see something. Do you see what I've done now? Does it look like this? Now. Yeah, class. Does it look like it? So I can delete this table row. I don't need it. I don't want to be giving it like a title. This. So when anybody come here, they might not know that it's a table I created to design this. Do you get? Nevertheless, I can copy this again and put it here. Create another column. I can use another image, but because of our time and this class, you see? This is what I've done. It's on 3 column now. So this is a concept you need to understand in web design. In short, I haven't gotten this far. It's a lot. So now I'm going to give you another assignment that will expand you the more. So now I'll begin to give you a website that I want you to replicate it. And the first task I'm going to give to you, I will give you Facebook. You are going to replicate Facebook. Yes, I want to see how deep you can think. Do you get? I know. What is happening? Are you guys scared or what?
Facebook. Yeah.
What? With this concept, you can do it. Yeah, so begin to crack bones. It will be ugly, I know. It will be ugly. You don't need to fetch data from the server. Just replicate. Facebook. It's not hard, no. It's not hard. What you are doing is not hard. All right? Is this hard? This is not hard. Facebook is not hard. Can do this. Just try. Okay, look at this concept now. You can use the concept of table and column to design something like this. You see, when you have like item here, this is another table row broken into like item and love is on one column. People that like this on another column. Comment is on another column. Just create this front page. Like, column, share. This is another row. This is another column, column. You see this one entirely. So you can have table in table. So we can have nested tables. Nested item. You can nest table into table. So with this, I want to open your mind up. Do you get? I want to craft it open. So in this page, I can say this. Number one, the first thing is this is a table with 3 columns. Number one is this is the first column. This one that has the first column that has style acknowledging meta AI, my menu item. Or you see your header. Your header also can have a table. You see, this is a table with only one row, but many columns. Column 1, Facebook icon. Column 2, the search item. This one is your nav bar. You can just represent your nav bar. Then create another column for this. Do you get? Then we now have another after you close this table on the header, you have another table here that has 3 columns. First column, this is the middle one, is the second column. The advertisement side is the third column. Do you get? Then you now begin to design how your Facebook page feed looks like and things like that. Hey guys, you can do it. Come on. So the last thing I want to teach you for this class is form item. So that is what we have right here. So how many people you all are you used to registering online? Like you try to sign up on a new platform. Have you done you've done that before, right? And it requests for your name, your gender, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So this is how it's being created. So what they create is, as a front end, you design front end elements. Wait, I'm expected to join a meeting by 9. Let me just notify them to give me 15 minutes grace period. This is where we are going to end.
Okay, those people that know the tutorial class.
You guys can have tutorial. Eh?
I beg. I think God beg on that. Tutorial class. I beg. Maybe we'll create one group where we can be around.
It's good, interactive group. Yeah. Okay, I'm taking excuse, please, for 15 minutes extension. I need to be in a meeting by 9. Okay, so now the last one I want to teach you is form element. Like you see Facebook, sign in, sign up, register. Okay, register for our course. Okay, now how you were able, you saw RDI now. How you registered? So how was it done? You could see. Let's say register. When you came to registration, it's so this is a form. So if I inspect it, you see, this is a form. Can you see it? Form elements. Forget all of the attributes it has inside. We'll come there and explain it. This is a form that has elements, input elements. So for a form is to collect data from user, and then to do something with that data. So from here, we'll now be going to CSS, we'll be going to JavaScript. Yeah, please. Like it's the scripture that said when the footmen weary you, how are you going to entreat yourself when you run with the horsemen? You get him. So for HTML, please get by with it, because we'll start going into deep waters when we come to CSS. And we'll become more deeper when we get to JavaScript. So we'll possibly be looking at CSS, JavaScript, hands in hands together. So one thing I should explain to you is HTML is a skeletal thing. Just like you look at a house architecture, you have the blueprint architecture. Then when you now flesh it out in the full 3D design, so what happens is you have applied a graphical design there. So that is what CSS does. CSS is what beautifies a work, like what you see right here. CSS is what beautifies this. Then JavaScript is what makes it actionable, that brings action. The law of motion said every object is in a state of inertia except an external force, pressure, is applied to it. So every object is in a state of inertia. So your website is in a state of inertia. What makes your website to be jumping as one balloon jumping here and there, or when you click something, it perform an action, is JavaScript that is operating there. So we begin to come there. So in JavaScript, you'll be introduced to programming. Do you get mathematical programming, making requests to server, all those things I showed to you in your first class? I explained to you how you make a request to server and the return, when the return response to what do you do with it. So in a nutshell, where you submit a data, like you want to register, what happened? We'll use TechUCT, your RDI form as a use case. When I try to submit this, what happened at the back end? What was taking place? So those are what I'll be teaching you on. So let's move fast. So you see, I want to collect form. We have different form item now. You have something like, I want to collect form for your first name, your last name, your phone number, your gender, and some, you just put text or number. Some you put your email. Then some you select. You see, male or female. Some it's like some dot button. You click yes or no, all those kind of things. And some is like this text area. Look at this thing, this box, big box. So type your home address or some other information. See, this one is a check. You tick it. All this tick. So all these things are element under form. So you see form. We use form element to identify when we want to create forms elements. So label is the full name. Yeah. You can use paragraph suffice for it, but sometimes people try to use label. BR is to break to another line. Do you get? If I remove BR, for example, now, I say something that cannot. You see, when I remove BR, it continues to align it on the left-hand side. It continues to align it on the same line. It puts input on the same line. So what is the use of input? The use of input is to present this box you are seeing here. That's the element for that box. For this box. Do you get? So now we call it input element. The input element has type text. Type text means the item you see, type is called what? Input is called what? First of all, who want to answer me? Please, let's be
Attributes.
fast,
Input.
Input.
Attributes.
No, input is an element. Type All these ones are now an attribute because this is a
Okay.
tag.
Type.
Input
Yes.
is a
Yes.
tag on
Yes.
its own. It's an element. Then all these other ones are now called attributes. So it has an
Attribute.
attribute called text. So if I change it to number, it means only accept numeric figure. You see, I try to type text, it's not typing. When I type number, it's accepting. Do you see it? So it means that inside, so it has programmed it's been programmed in HTML that the type, if it's number, only accept number. You could see, okay, let me tell you, okay, you know that there's sometime when you're registering and you want to put your phone number, automatically your keyboard of your phone changes to number. How many of you have seen that before?
Yes.
The keyboard of your phone just changes to number digit alone. Have
Hi,
you seen that
sir.
before?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, that is how it's done. So your phone recognizes that when you input, you focus, the next focus is on an input and the type is number. It recognizes it as a number. This is applicable when you are designing Android mobile application, iOS, any application at all. It's the same standard. Do you understand? So it's the same standard it's used. So placeholder is just something like a label inside the box. Enter your name. You can say, if I change it to please. So what is it within this box? Enter your name. You see, it's not a text inside, but it's like a label inside it. If I refresh now, you say, please enter your name. I've changed it. So that is what placeholder is for. That's what placeholder is for. Right. Change this one to BR. BR. Okay. Okay, so you keep going on like that. So the next one is for email. So for this email, you also notice that when you are registering sometime, you want to enter your email, your keyboard automatically changes to email keyboard that has at. Naturally, if you want to enter text, you will not see at something. So it's just for this concept are what? User experience. So your user experience class is applicable here. So there's some time that you begin to operate with something, you want to register and it's so hard to register. What makes a website something difficult to register on is a bad UX experience. But when you try to register and you just say that, oh, quick, it just registers you quick, slick. What happened there is a UI UX person was involved in it. So a UI UX person will tell you how a thing should be done. No, not how it should be done, but the principles to ensure that the things is done properly so that the user have a good sense of experience. So sometimes if I just in email, I put text. So what it means is you are trying to type your email, then you not enter your digit keyboard to look for art. It's difficult. Do you get? So all of these things, that's why I needed you to, go through your UI UX class. Just endure it. Go through your UI UX class. It will help you in this journey. So you could see something like select button to select many items, right? Instead of you typing, you select items. So we call it option button. It means you see select, it's called select element. And inside select element, it has option elements within it. Do you get? So where you can select many options, option, email, female, all that. Then you have something called text area. Text area is the bigger text box. And then you have a button called submit. Submit button is a button that performs an action. Then your form is closed. So you will see this in contact us. When you want to say contact us, you put your name, your address, and your message. Contact us page, is applicable there and much more than that. Right. So we've covered a lot in this class. Right. So from the next class, we'll begin to look at, so now we've looked at image, we've looked at several other elements, we've looked at table. You see what table can be used for. You see, this is an example of a table to show score items. But beyond that, we can use table to design a layout, to lay out our website. We've brief understanding of attributes. I didn't go deep in attributes. When I'm coming to CSS, which we will begin to take from next class, we will now begin to look at attributes, we'll look at CSS. Attribute has to do with properties of an element. It determines how an element is presented, how an element looks, the look and feel. Under our table, you can give border. You could see something like border. So you see, I gave it border. That's why you could see this border here. The first one, I did not give it border. That's why it looks like my MS Word. Right, yeah. So you see that everything you put or you don't put is implicative of what is presented, in your HTML. Right. So do you have any question, guys? Any question at all? You can ask me. You can ask question on the group. I will answer you at any time. I'll be giving you assignments, and the assignment is I'll put it on the portal, design something like Facebook. Don't worry, I'll give you grace period of like extended for like maybe next 2 weeks, Tuesday for you to submit. There you get. So we'll keep doing many things. Yeah, so it won't, so I will extend the period. I want you to open your mind, to enlarge you. Right. So do you have any question, guys? Hope we have not gone too deep. Nobody's talking again.
Oh.
I've not lost
No,
everybody
sir.
like this.
No, sir. No, sir. No,
Okay.
sir.
Now, what I've done, it makes sense, but you did not grasp everything once. Am I right? You can check the video again, practice hands-on on yourself. And should I give you a trick? Let me copy this code for you. A trick I'll give to you is, for every lesson we did, all the code, write it by yourself from A to Z. The more you write, the more you understand, the more you learn. The more you write code. If it's going to be copy and paste, you do fine. If it's going to be that you are looking at it somewhere and you are rewriting it, it's fine also. So practice make perfect. The more you write, the more you become an expert. The more you write. So lay your hands on HTML every day. Write a code every day. So that Facebook I gave to you will stretch you. It will force you. So you give yourself like, I must achieve this one today. I must achieve this one today. I must achieve that one today. So I want to see how, beyond your creativity, I want to see how you're able to plan. If you are somebody that you're able to plan your life well, it's going to show, in your assignments. If you're unable to finish on time, it will show that maybe you lack proper management of timing. It's going to show. So any question, please, before we call it a day? All right, I think we are fine at this point. So our next class will be going into CSS, and that will be very interesting. So we'll now be fleshing up our code to look like this, what we have right here. Do you get? So give it more brilliance. You see how how it was designed now. You see your contact form. See the difference between these two contact forms. See how this one looks like. Look at the way this one is looking like. You can see that something is interesting here. Right, so these are the things we'll be looking at next class. All right, I thank you everyone for joining. So I'll be calling it a night. So I want you to have a wonderful night rest and pray for church tomorrow. And God bless
Please
everyone.
help us drop this code on the comment on the class. Thank you.
Yes, I've dropped it already. I'll drop it on your WhatsApp too.
Yeah.
All right. Bye everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much for tonight's session.